Hello? 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 Hey, my good spirits. It's Ombréw. Okay, so we just talked about intentions on our last spiritual chat. For our second spiritual chat, we're going to talk about intentions. So, let's get into it. Intentions, after you do your whole forgiveness stage where you forgive yourself for what you're going through, you forgive yourself for all the people that you're around, you forgive the people around you for allowing them to invoke these certain insecurities out of you. Then you move on you move on to think about your intention for your next situation or person or purpose. So an intention, let's talk about it. Intention is when you try to put your best foot forward. Let's deal with this Minty Oracle deck. Let me show y'all my Minty deck real quick. The Minty Oracle deck is about, giving out certain energy not only to the universe, but to other people. That means in communities, certain situations. That means in your workplace. That means at school. That means if you're in a band. Just giving your best foot forward with other people. So let's get into it. Let's pull a card. And I'm going to just ask God about my Minty Oracle card I should use today. Dear God, you should show me what I need to work on with the universe. What's some energy that I need to give out to my fellow people? What's some energy that I need to give out for myself? Some energy to help me for the day. So exercising this work on for the day. So, my card said, I am kind. I am kind. Now let's really look at the depiction. This is a practice for intention. Looking at the depiction, there's a snake on her hand. Snake on her hand meaning game. I feel like it's like running game. You feel me? Being manipulative, I feel as though. Knowing that the power is in your hand. She also has a flame on her middle finger, meaning that, I'm real quick on the trigger, you feel me? You can think about it as a gun. Again, when I read my own card, it's about how it resonates with me. So you can pull your own cards if you have your own Minty Oracle deck. I'll show you my deck. I got this from Books A Million. Books A Million has a lot of decks that I do use. Actually, I think I got all of my decks from Books A Million because I used to work there. So, I am kind. You just find decks that you would like to read, use for depiction-wise. You can get decks in any form. Like I saw a deck the other day that had Missy Elliott in it. And I was like, how does that relate to spirituality? And I was like, because it's dealing with how the depiction runs off to you. So I know that a lot of my cards were made by, I'm sorry to say it, but the Caucasian of races. And obviously they're going to have Caucasian depictions, correct? My tarot cards are very Caucasian depictions. These, I feel like they do a good balancing of not only doing Caucasian depiction, but just ethnicities in general. Not worried about the color of the skin. Being more unified as one. Feeling more unified as humans instead of just individual beings. So, for this card to tell me I am kind, you take this time to not only think about why you got the card, I am kind. You remember that, the Minty Oracle deck is not just energy that you give out to other people, but the energy that you give yourself. It's very cycle energy. And we're going to get into cycling in the next spiritual chat. But for this one, we're talking about intention. So, I am kind. I feel like for me, that I know that I'm very powerful. I know that I have a very strong voice. I know that I have a lot of things that I want to get accomplished. And I will go to the moon and back and trying to make sure that my goals are met. But knowing my power, knowing that I can be cruel, knowing that I can be quick and fast and very snappy with the things, shame. I know that I can move in a nicer fashion. I can remember not to allow things to trigger me. Again, looking back at that card, it has the fire on the middle finger, like, baby, I'm always ready. It heals me. But why always be gung-ho when I don't have to be gung-ho? I can now harbor the power that I know that I have and understand that I have it, in a sense of, rather than always ready to pull it out, it's shame. Just understanding yourself, loving yourself enough to know that you don't have to break out of that kind spirit so you can talk to somebody else. Not allowing somebody to shape your day, shape your emotions for the day. Allow them to control how you feel towards yourself and feel towards the next person. So also with intention is when you try to not only do that thing for yourself, but do that thing for other people. So I can be kind to myself. I'm very kind to myself, actually. I've been being a lot nicer to myself, forgiving myself more openly, forgiving others more openly, to love myself more, understand myself more. And then not only that, but moving forward with better intentions of making relationships that will actually last, because I have an intention set in mind with them. Intentions in workplace, intentions in my home, intentions in moving forward with my adult life. Really is the intent behind any situation that makes the situation what it is. So you can go in with the best of intention, and then over time your intentions change because you've been in certain situations for so long that you forget what your true intention was when you first got into that situation. So just really working on that introspection when it comes to, always analyzing your intention before you make a decision. An intention is not a decision itself. An intention is the thought process that you go through before you make a certain decision. Learning how to move with better intentions, learning how to love yourself a little bit harder, a little bit longer, and just putting yourself in better atmospheres by moving in better intention. So this will be the end of my spiritual chat for intentions. I hope you like it. This is a meditation. You can also use your crystals for intentions. I set my crystals a little bit earlier for my chakras, and I'm going to go ahead and show that on my Instagram real quick, just so y'all can see. But I have crystals for most of my chakras. They're kind of spread out right now because I don't want certain ones touching the other ones. But I have my 2 root crystals that I looked up, and we'll talk about that later. I have my sacral crystal. I have my solar plexus crystal. I have my heart chakra crystals. I have 3 of them. I have my third eye crystal. And I have my crown crystal. Now another funny thing that I would like to bring up while I'm talking about crystals right now is the whole idea of this new crystal that popped up that I haven't seen in so long. So let's talk about crystals real quick. Crystals are a physical medium and depiction of your intention. So when I talk about crystals being an exercise, just like these cards, the 42 ideas, I really just spanked myself. When I'm talking about the 42 ideals cards, just as much as I'm talking about card readings, you can use crystals as another medium or meditative instrument, so you can work on, really making your intentions a real life factor in your day-to-day. So crystals are one of those things that you can wear around your neck. You can put it in a necklace, a little iron string and whatnot. Put it around your neck, or you can keep them in a sack. I have a crystal sack that I put my worry doll in as well. And I keep them in my purse just so I can feel protected. I feel like my God is with me, my ancestors are with me, my sacred place is with me, which is my altar in my home. I feel like that energy follows me wherever I go. So when I set certain intentions into these crystals, that's allowing me to bring along like tiny prayers, like packed up already to work on in my purse. So whenever I feel uncomfortable, whenever I feel like I'm getting into a situation that is leading me in the wrong direction, then maybe I can use my crystals. That's something that I'll be practicing this month. So I wanted to show y'all how I sage my crystal, just so you could be able to do it on your own. Again, this is a meditative exercise that you can use for yourself. You just light your sage up. Boom, boom. You're not going to light her all the way up because I'm only lighting one crystal. And this is the funny fact that I got. So this crystal was a crystal that was not in my little crystal holder, correct? So it disappeared from me. But now it has come back. So today I really want to take the time to sage whatever energy was on this crystal before I got it, because I got it and as soon as I got it I lost it, and then all of a sudden it's now back. So I want to sage whatever energy was on the crystal beforehand, and I want to look it up today on what this crystal actually means. Maybe it's the communication crystal that I've been missing, so now I have all 7 chakra crystals. If not, I'm just going to see what is meant to be used for, because each crystal has a specific meaning or a specific purpose in your life. And hopefully this will be stabilizing one of the questions that I have for myself as of now. But yeah, so that was crystals for today. That was the definition of intention, and moving forward with intention. I hope y'all enjoyed my live, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, good spirits.